Not too professional. Not too professional. What would George Carlin say about me? I'm going to begin in a minute. I have a nice, beautiful cat in front of me who used to love my cat. I must have got this wrong. Okay. What? This cat here, I always thought she loved the other desk. And I said, you know what? I'm going to leave this cat, my whole other desk, and I'm going to come over here. I'll give her her own desk. And now she is over here. So I left her some writing paper, and she's still with me. So I'm looking for something right now. Okay, here it is. Okay, I can't find it, so I'm going to begin this video the way it is. Whoop. Wow, no, what? Why is this? Hold on, I'm stuck. Okay. Okay. Where are we going to begin? Who are we? How do we know who we are, what we are, where we came from? Okay, they're very good, very good. Very good. Not even sure where to start. Santa's elves. Other words that change with elves is like wolves, wolf, go with the flow, elves, fives, fifths, slang words. Think about words like HA coming together, po and skin. In the word cat, cat in the hat, there are two letters. I'm just going to be, there are two letters in French. There is this letter here in French, which is also known to be said as this. And this is also number 4, which counts for 60 in its numeric value. This is the cat. The cat is numeric value 24. Quatre, you can almost see it's like saying 3, 4, quad, and 3. 3 and 4 together. They work together. 4 and 3, they work together. So in quatre, how can I explain this? Yeah, okay, the other word is cinq. And this is for number 5. Number 5 has a value of 42. The 9 has a value of 42. The cat has a value of 24. The 9 lives of the cat, and where the inverted dice come in, okay, where the inverted dice come in, and we're going to look at, let's say, 9. So when we look at 549, remember there's not all that, there's differences. The 549 is the sun birth creation. 459. Sun birth. This is the reverse birth, the sun birth. Here is the original 9. The 269, the creation of 6, the creation of the human light. And then they turned that human light into the sunlight. SON. son of light. Inside of here, the controller of 4. The controller of 4, okay, and the one light of 6 is inside of number 5. The E world, fabricated by its own design of 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 3 and 2, 5. We're going to be going over this. Now, there is no 7, but to fabricate 7, we will need 2 sides. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 will equal to 3 and 4. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. Here we had 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 will equal to 3 and 2. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 will equal to 3 and 4. I should be marking these down to show you what I'm getting to. See, when I do 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, right? One times 2, 1 plus 2. This equals to 2. This equals to 3. So now we have 3 and 2 equals to 5. We can stop here because this is the 4 equal houses. If we go and we multiply it, we now create a heart house that was created into 4. Into the first area of 4. Inside the 9 lives of that word over there. 7, 8, 9. Where is 7, 8, 9? It's basically, if you want, we're going to locate it here. 7, 8, 9. At the same time, if you want, we can also go 5, 3, 1. I'm going to tell you that the reason is because when you go from 7 and you go straight down with 7, 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. So if we go one more time with 7, I'm going to see and show you exactly what I'm getting to. 7. I stretched this one too thin, eh? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this is 1 over here. You see where we matched it? Over here. So this would be 8, 9, and then you would get 1 over here. Or it would be going down by 2. 5, 3, 1, 8. The number over here is 6. The number over here is going to be 6. So here is your divided gate. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. And then your number over here is going to be 5. Your number over here is going to be 5. And your dividing gate is 5, 9. Here is your 5. Here is your 9. But look which 9 you get. You get the 6, 3, 9. This is the creation of the sunlight. In the 1, 4 is going to create the 4, 5 by the mathematics of 1 times 4, 1 plus 4. But in the 5, 4, 9, you have 3, 2 beta creation, in which, right, this 9 over here, right, you have BC creation. You have BC creation. So 5, 4 BC creation. But then when you have 6, 3, you get the creation from AD. Now the question is, which way do we want to look at AD? Do we want to look at AD as this over here? A, B, C, D. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go and we're going to connect. We're going to go connect. We're going to connect and we're going to replicate. We're going to replicate. And we're going to replicate A with I, B with H, and that's where the alphabet ends, right? So if this is not in the alphabet, then this should not be in the alphabet. They're both shouldn't be in the alphabet. They're from a different position, from a different house. Because when the alphabet ends on H, how do we end up having I? Are we overlapping? So if I had to recreate the mini alphabet, if I had to recreate the mini alphabet, if I created the mini alphabet, I would go over here, AI, here I would go HB, here I would go CG, here I would go G, here I would go ABC, D, here I'd be, hold on a second. Oh boy, I'm going backwards. A backwards, forwards. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So this actually, I can't do that because if the alphabet ends on H, right, I would have to actually be going, let me see this here. I just want to get this out of the way. So if the alphabet ended on H, I'd go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then H is over here. And that's where we get Venus involved in the letter H. You do know that A, C, H, E, H. You see what H includes in its name? It includes the heavens of A and E. It's the chi that's inside A and E. These two will create B. Abe. Earth. Angel Earth. AB. All creation. AB equals E. So this is what our reverse alphabet. This I does not exist here. It plays from a different position. It's A, E, and I. So the A gets eliminated. And now we play from E to I. You do know that A and E is the first and fifth letter. Mars is number 51. We play in between 432 vibration. Or how about 432, 1440 times 3 days equals to 432. And because of our polarity and flip side, we add on another 1440 and it gives us 5760, and that's a reset. Every 4 years, there's a reset. Where did I pick this up or learn this from? Let me maybe fix my camera here. In the year 2000, when they called for a reset, okay, in the year 2000, they called for a reset. Okay, well, in Hebrew time, this is the year 2000. So I implemented what is the year 2000 and put it in over here. But there are other resets inside of this. You see the Earth diameter is 5.5 times 1440, which is the Earth diameter, which is apparently 7920. And the reason I know that is because 2 and 5 Earth creates that. And if I go 25,920, that's the Mayan long count of, what is that Mayan long count? Where's my calculator? Come on. Wow, I need to calculate that. Where's that long count? Do I have a phone? Just give me a second. I'm going to grab my phone. Hold on a second. Boy, oh boy, there's a lot of things going on, I'll tell you that. Okay, where are you? Oh, not you, please. Didn't ask for a calculator. Okay, here's the calculator. And that 25,920 Okay, divided by 5 equals to 5184. That's it. That's the number I wanted, 5184. This is Mars, and this is Pluto. And it takes up the half space because everything to do at 5 is the gateway. It also is related to Jesus. Come on, please, 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 please. Come on, come on, come on. Please, please, please. I beg you. I beg you. I beg you. I beg you, Pharaoh. Pharaoh, I beg you, please, please, don't turn your back on me. Don't turn your back on me. Oh, oh, I see you're doing the house cleaning already. Don't turn your back on me, Pharaoh. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. So this happens to be what I know as Giza, right? I'm going to look that up. This is 1728. This is 1728. This is all about what is the cycle of 1776. This is Jesus. This is man on the moon. Where do I get all these numbers? Well, 7 times 4, which is a value in the word time, okay, end equals to the word 19 plus 5 equals to 24. Did I get that right? I get it wrong all the time. I know it's 23. I always get it wrong. It's 18 and 5. And I'm just going to look at it in a reverted way, is that the E is before the letter. So although this is the 14th letter, okay, the 1 plus 4 equals to 5, the inverted value of this is 9. I'm going to minus 5 from the equation, and this equation of 14 is going to equal to 9. So when is the end of time? Although the value here, when I minus it from the value of 18, it will bring on the letter M. E minus ND equals to 13M through the basic alphabet, and it can get switched. 13M is part of the Venus cycle in the reconstructed alphabet, which I'm going to show you in a minute. What I was working on over here is the climatic uprising up to number 7, okay, in which I got this number wrong, in which I brought it up to number 7. And I'm just going to take these out for now for a second. Okay, the single squares. And in the single squares, this area over here, okay, is going to be number 8. This area, okay, 9. You see, the thing is, we cannot go down to 7. 7 and 7 is 14, and 7 and 7. So 10 times 7 is 70. 9 times 7 is 63. So when we get to 63, which somehow happens to be somewhere around here, I'm going to try to explain this. 9 times 7 equals 63. On the 10th times 7, it equals to 70. So if I'm climbing up, this number over here would have to be 63 as a 9. But everybody knows that 9 does not go down, except for in here. And somebody taught me something new on to calculate these numbers also. 3 times 6 equals to 18. 3 plus 6 equals to 09. You count it either to the totality or you count it to the single digit. But in the totality, they said, we're just going to count this number over here. They're just counting the void. So we do know the highest number doesn't go past this in multiplication. And the lowest number doesn't go past that. So what we're going to do is 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 7 and 5 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. And the next one is 1. So inside the house, it becomes 656. It becomes 5 to the next number here, which you have to note. Okay. that what is this next number over here? Are we denoting from what the next number of 6 is? Are we denoting for what the next number of 6 is? And that would be 3. And then this would be 4. And then we're going to split this. And 5 and 5 will create 1, which will create 7. And this is 4. And 5 and 5 will create 1, which will create 7, right? 5 and 5, 7, 5 and 5 will create 1, create 7. Then over here and over here, 3 and 3 will create 6, 3 and 3 will create 6. And this is your 3, 2, 1 over here. Your 4 and 4 will create 8. Your 1 and 1 will create 2, but it's also going to create 5 because every time you have a 0, you create the next value, add 6 to it. So this 1 will be actually 5 and 5 is 10, creates 1. This will create 7. So it'll be 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. Skips a. And this one over here, it'll create a 3. So in this one over here, it'll create a 6. I don't have enough page. In this one here, it'll create a 7. So I'm recreating the numbers through the base of what is below. And it's below of this number. So what's in between? 2, 3, 4 vibration is in between what is 3.5. Here is the 444 area, 343 and 534. The moon passes right over here. So why did I mark 8 here? Because in between these two, the inverted value in the cube is 6. The inverted value over here is 9, and it's funny, it's 555 memory. So what is the third value? And what is the third value? Third value, 3113 through the moon. The memory through the moon. Mars and Earth come together right here, and it comes through the moon, 1331. So where does 1221 come in? I have to continue on with these numbers and see what else is going on. And in all these numbers, we have to create our 1 through 9, but I didn't get into that. I'm going to go for something to drink. I can see nobody is here, or it seems nobody is here, so I'm going to just put my screen a little bit smaller, and I'm going to take a 1-minute break. I want to go check and see if Odyssey is up and running. Just give me a second, SteamYard. Yeah, open up the channel. Take a check to see if right now. Yeah, right now. Okay, that's good. You give me we got a 3-minute break here, and that time is at 10:30 exactly. So at 10:33, I'm going to come back. Let's see, is this still playing here? You have 3-2 beta creation, in which, right? Wow, it's really running far behind, eh? We'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. 5184. That's what I'm going to look up right now. The angles of the Pyramid of Giza. This is like looking like through a needle in a haystack, eh? '51 degrees, 84 degrees. Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing. Convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, we're going to jump. I'm just going to finish. I seen in an article that Giza pyramid is 51 and 84. Something to do with 51 and 84. I don't remember where it is. I wish I can find it. I thought it was by Robert Edward Grant, but I don't know. This, okay, is very, for me, it's very important. I need a light. How can I get this light, on me? Here, hold on a second. This is Mars. This is Venus. This is Pluto. This is the year 21, which is cube dot 33 mass rotation, void. Dot and void, 44. 26 or 6, 22, 6. 646. Life between 66. What's in between here? 3, 4, and 5. Creation to the delta angle of the E worlds. 3, 5, 4. Yeah, the 5 goes in between. It's 3.5 and 4 minus 0.5 to get to the center of the E world between the two. And the actuality is it runs in on that angle. I like to call it, that's the way I see it. And this is 3 and 4, 7. So all I'm going to be calculating in some of my designs is how I get 7 and how I get 13. 6, 1, 6, 13. And through this, we will connect to what is the integrated Mayan cycles, just like this is part of the Mayan cycle. If I go back to the calculator again, I hate doing this. I dislike it. Here's the calendar. I just want to see something. Divided by 2 equals, divided by 2. By the way, that's Earth's soul in between E and I. It's not between A and I. You see, it's not between A and I is E. 2, 3, 4. It is between E and I. A is inside both E, as E is inside of I, or and can play a role both in E and I. This is the core of two worlds. So when we reflect in between here, we get to F8. Sorry, did I do that right? We get into 6, 7, and 8. So where is our vibration where we are now EIEIO and not BCD? We are not here, we are here. And there's going to be a design in which I think I showed you already. When the alphabet gets reversed, we're going to reverse A in the 8th position. There is not going to be any I. And if we did have an I, it would show up right here if we were going backwards in the same position it started. If I was running the position of the alphabet backwards, H would be in the A position. G would be in the B position. C would be F creation. The inverted F creation would now be F and E coming together. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 is 3 and 2. 3 times 2, 3 plus 2. In the 3rd level would be F and E. In the 5th position is now D. In the 6th position, it is C. In the 7th position, the B world comes out. And if you notice, this position over here is 2, 5, and 8. If you notice, this position over here shifted where it's 7, 4, and 1, and this position remained the same as 3, 6, and 9 in the inverted alphabet. Only these two switched in the conversion alphabet. A and E, 1 and 5 is where Mars comes to be. But when we start from E to I, 59 is 14. I always looked at this as that we start, see, this is the Mars 51, but it's Venus that creates it. It's all through Venus. All through Venus this way. Just want to go over this before I go on to what I really want to do. I'm just thinking of Santa Claus, and I'm going to finish with this also. Santa Claus, in Santa Claus, there is no L. Noel in Santa Claus means Noel is Christmas. This is Christmas, and they put these 2 dots. Talking, for me, they talk about 2 planets. When you talk about the word no, that is the 14th and 15th letter. They are the beginning as like a B on the 2nd pyramid of gematria. Because on the 1st period of the gematria, you go A through M13. So you go A, B through what is LM. This is 1 and 2, and you end with 12 and 13. So you start with 3 and you end with 25. When you go into the 2nd part of the alphabetic gematria scale, you start with L and M, and you end with Y and Z. Y and Z is 51. That is Mars. You start with, did I say L and M? No, sorry, not L and M. That's wrong. You begin with N and O, and that is the 14th and the 15th letter equaling to 29, and that is birth in Mars, the soul of KR, or Ark, or Arak, Iraq. That's what it ends up to say. Because the multiplication of 9 times 2, 9 plus 2, equals to the 11th letter and the 18th letter, equals to 29. And it only happens in February, the 45th day of the year. I'm not going to do the reverse. These 2 letters will create the first 8 numbers in pi, so I reflect it as what it is. And it is the 2nd level of numerics in the alphabet. And YZ, reverse, 51 is number 6, 29 is 2. We have 6 and 2 into this world. 6 when counted to a single digit, and 2 when counted to a single digit. 611, 6 times 11. Imagine if I did it that way. And another thing is we can add these together because 2 and 1 is over here. So when we have 2 and 1, we have it to 3, and we're going to create 3 and 14. So that's going to be 3 and 5. I'm not really sure what it does in this situation. It also does 80, which is going to be a division in the gateway, and 22 plus 29 is 22 to life. Yes, so we're going to count this part of the alphabet here. So this will be 1 and 2 is 3. This is 29. So this is 3 and 7. And this is going to be 2 and 6. 3 and 7 and 2 and 6. And I can come up with an explanation on where this fits in. I'm not sure if I want to. I have to think. The conversion of the letters crossing over, where 3 void and 6 dot and 6 void and 3, where 2 dot and 7 void, these two would fit together in one. I'm not too sure which way to look at this, so I'm going to leave it out. What I can tell you is the beginning of Fibonacci, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, which is 4. When these two come together, Pluto comes together. Human, man comes together right over here. 8 and 13, 21. The cube comes together. So we're talking about Pluto and the moon comes together in the same numbers. Why? 1 and 3 equals to 4. That's number 1. Number 4 is what creates the polarity. 13th letter is the reverse alphabet, the same as starting with A. It is the first teen, which is an extension of not just 10. It is a teen. It is an entry. It is an exit and an entry. EN, you can see down. You can see down. Going up from one world and onto the other side of the book. Anyways, this is just saying A. It says ace. So why doesn't it need to say B? Is it because 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 is what will create these two letters over here? Bell Canada Enterprise, communication inside of what I see as Fibonacci. And then the 21st letter is U. The heavens create man in you. 31, 13, 21, 12. Male and female, 7 and 5. Is that through that creation inside these two letters of M and U? And after that, it's going to create 34 DC. This is DC in itself. It's 3/4 of something. But the next number answer is here it's 33. Here it's 21. Did I get that right? Did I mix it up? Yeah, 21 and 13. Male and female, M and U. Equals to 34, where they're brought together. So DC brings together both male and female. So if you do that, we split it by the 7th gate created by the 9 lives of the cat. Equals to 6, equals to 8, or vice versa, 6 and 8. 0608 is their basic. 0608, 66 to 68, 66 to 68. That 66 and 68 is this design over here, okay? Because there's a 7th gate in between. Where do I get that? It's 06 and 08. All zeros equal 6. All zeros equal 6. The passing gate of E carries A with it. There is no landing on this area. This 6 is not really 6. How can I explain it? See, because it's a half-life. See, that's the 4. And when you're a builder, you know that it's the half-life. I'm not going to count what's in between. So I'm not sure which way I should explain it. And back to Santa's elves and Santa Noel, meaning in French, no wife. And when it says Noels, right? Noels means no wings. Well, guess what? I think it's over here. No vowels. Maybe there are no vows to be said. Knowing that the 9 lives of the cat in the pound key create that gateway. The cat is inside our head, and the sank might be quicksand. It also means sank is not this sank, but it means 5. So when the cat sinks, what is happening to the cat? Is it sinking in water? Is it getting drowned out? Is the cat the communication in the human soul because if it did sank, look at the ank that is connected to this. It's not a DNA, it's a KAN, ANK, and it's from number 19. It's from the second side of creation of Venus. Number 19 gets pushed over in the alphabet. The S letter gets pushed over in the alphabet. You see the S over here, right? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The S is the 24th letter. The S has now become the cat. So when you have SS, you have Christ, and you have now the drowning cat. Hey, Sylvain, how you doing? I'm going to get a drink of water and come back. How you doing, Sylvain? You still here? It's been 10 minutes. I didn't say a word. What is VOWVOYFYI? I don't understand short language. I'm very sorry. I'm going to continue on. I just need a little drink. It's very exciting for me because when I have these visions and understandings, it's just like so powerful. December 31st, 7 months of 31 days, the recalibration of the alphabet. I will be with you in a minute. You're making a coffee. Okay, I'll go back in a minute. Okay, so well, bam, yeah. Don't know exactly where I was. I'm going to switch back to the page. Okay. Yeah, so that alphabet shift. So we're gonna come back to the alphabet shift, right? And don't forget this tablet. I don't have it on me, but if you've been here before, there's multiple boards. I don't know if you're able to see. I don't know. You can't see it, right? But there's multiple boards. You know, you can't really see what's going on. It's a little foggy. So these are multiple boards. And what's happening here is this is where the alphabet shift. And if you can see in 5, 6, and 7, it was left empty, or EFG. But this position is 10, 11, and 12. This is my 33 was left empty. And the reflection of 33 leaving empty is here. You can see that my inverted alphabet is also not centered. You notice the way I said I needed to move my alphabet over to the center? So now that I move my alphabet over to the center, in which is inflicted, let me show you where it moves. Wow, I thought I had all my colors. Just 1 second, I have to go get some colors. As you can see, anyway, something like that. As you can see, okay, not counting that. That's the connection right over here. There's a plug-in between here and here. Let me see if I can darken that other piece out. So there's a small gap between here and here. This touches the corner of this one, but this goes in through K, K, L, and M. If this was inverted, okay, this would end up on this side. This would end up on this side, leaving 3. And if this was inverted, I would have 3 down here and 3 up here, and everything would be 3. So there's something going on in here. And not only that, if I start combining letters together where 1 and 2 equals to 3, where 1 and 5 equals to 6, you'll start seeing alternative connections to where this crisscross comes into place. Okay, if I got that right, I'm not sure if I get the size right, but if the crisscross comes into place, now I'm going to stay off of that. So we got the S as the 24th letter. We spoke earlier on in the video about 5184, which is the year, which is 597 years ago. We are in the year 5781 right now. This is 5184. So in 3 years, we will be within 600. That is where the prior, what I believe the prior time clock started. And it's also noted as 10 minutes, 600 seconds. 600 seconds. Instead of years, we can use seconds. What if I had 600 hours? Would equal Earth time would be 25. Wow, it would be perfect. 600 hours. Come on, baby. Anyways, this is 3 times 17 for Mars, and this is 3 times 28, equaling to Pluto. At the same time, this will equal to 33, and this one over here will equal to 66. That will be their difference. The difference between the two houses, this will be the house. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Now I have to pat her. I don't like to push her out like that. I really don't. But she needs a haircut badly. She really does. She's got too much hair. Too much hair. She can't handle it herself. Okay. Can you just stay there? Just stay. You can sit down, relax. You're not going to sink. It's okay. You can relax. You can relax. 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 Take it easy. You don't have to learn all the time. Just take it easy. You don't have to learn. Just be quiet. It's okay. It's cool. I'm on the ball. I got everything going. It's okay. Don't worry. It's all okay. Just sit there and relax. Don't press the keyboard, please. Just okay. 3 times 2, 3 times 8. 3 by 8, 24. 2 and 4 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 7, 21. 2 and 1 is 3. What is VASF tech? What is that? Can you explain that to me, Janice? So now we have the standard form. I'm going to turn what is Mars-Pluto into the next phase. The next phase of Mars-Pluto gives me the gateway, 68. The next phase of Pluto, I cannot go to 112. 112 will just give me life. So I'm going to go overlap it Pythagorean style. Okay, so when I overlap this Pythagorean style, regular style is 112, which can be 13, 1 and 3. At the same time, it can be 2 and 2. So it's life of love, AM, amour in French. So the next level of this will give me 1 and 3. 4, let me see, yes, 28 and 84. 8 and 4, 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 8 and 2. Now we'll have 13, but that 13 will be switched from 13 and only having B in between. It will go to 73, and now it'll have D, E, F in between, the Federation in between the gateway to Mars, Venus. And look what's over here. The 13th and 14th, the bridge is over here between the 13th and 14th letter. 1 and 3, 4, or 2 and 2, 4. 1 and 4, 5, or 2 and 3, 5. But it's 2 and 3, 5 that will create 4 and 1 mathematically. Now what we're going to do to these numbers, now what we brought them out to their single digit numbers over here, this one over here, 4 by 17, 4 by 7 is 28, 4 by 1 is 4, so this will equal to now 41. So now I've gotten my 41. I've gotten my blue world 40. Right? Where did I get my 40? 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6, 10, 20, 30, 40. Depending on how you bring that together. So we're going to end up with 41 here. When we bring in polarity on number which one? On number 4 and 28, right? We brought in, wow, that number 17 came into 28. And this over here is created from number 74, time of Jesus on the cross. Multiply it. 7 by 4, 28. 7 plus 4, 11, minus 28 equals to 17. So at least you know in what part of the grid it ends up in. It's minus, minus, and minus. Here's the only one on plus, plus. When do we go minus here? When do we go minus here? When do we go minus here? How do we calculate what numeric value each square gets? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4? Is that what we're going to do? And then we're going to know right away that in Venus, it is plus, plus, and on Earth, it is minus, minus. We know that Mars is an in-between partaker between Venus and Earth, or in between creation between Venus and Earth. There is nothing over here in the Mercury stance. It has been taken over on a roll like a stick, and this stick designs 44 like a Christmas tree. Now I can flip this over, all these plus signs, and keep doing them, and I end up with that. Plus, 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 plus. Now if they all, are they pluses? What are they? Anyways, let's stay away from that, right? See the plus sign in between? Yeah, so that is your Pluto. So what is this one over here? This one will be 8 and 5. So in the Pluto cycle, it'll be 8 and 5. And in the Mars cycle, number 17, this is your Q. Where does this get created from? 9 and 8. In the word fuel, I think we're going to find FU equals to 27, EL equals to 17. Now, why this is a compatibility with that is because 9 times 8 equals to what is 2 and 7, and 9 plus 8 equals to what is 17. So that 9 and 8, where is that 9 and 8? Boy, I'm just trying to think where that 9 and 8 is almost like looking at as A and B. That's the invert of A and B is 9 and 8. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to 2 equals to 3, 2 to the power of 3, 3 to the power of 2 equals to 8 equals to 9. They become the same letters. And not only that, they invert their colors in horse racing, but in pool, the 2 will be blue, and it would come with the 10 ball, and the 3 will be red, and that will come with the 11 ball for 21, the cube. That will turn into purple. The purple ball is 4 and 12, and they are polarity of alpha beta creation. The only thing that sets them apart is the 7th gate, because the 8 connects them together. 4 plus 7 equals to 11. You needed the 8 to get into the house, the purple house. And when you get into this, these two colors have a warmth. The blue is cold, the red is hot, and through it you create warm. But also they have a numeric value into hot and cold. Hot and cold is 43, 34, and that's 77. And that is going to be the matter of the Christ. Sea archer, the sea archer, the pirate. Inside just these 3 letters over here, the first pirate. Cache is also a thing to do with memory. The H letter, so you say cache, and then the R, kashar, like kosher. But it's also known as the sea archer. And I like to look at that as the pirate. Although you don't see the A over here, the H and the R in the A family, the electronic resident in the heavens. I'm not sure if that's going to make sense to you. Maybe I didn't explain it properly. Yes, when we move the alphabet over where A starts on number 6 and I end over here, in order for me to create a 3 section over here, I overlap Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, A. So J, this is 9, 10, and 1. The old letters known as 9, 10, and 1. So it becomes 911 in the position of 4, 5, and 6, the Federation. And then your vibration after 911 sets in where the gateway to the heaven's birth sets in at Bell Canada. Sets in at, this is not Bell Canada Enterprise, this is BCD. The compact disc, CD, the polarity sets in over here. Now, if we're starting with 1, 2, 3 polarity, then 1, 2, 3 polarity inside of C8, inside the heavens. Otherwise, we'll restart with the alphabet as first, second, third, and then the polarity is inside of Pluto. And then you go 1, 2, 3, where 12 is. 1 and 2 is 3, the new gateway in creation. And then you go, the polarity is inside of what was 3, 6, 9, what is M, but is now H inside the heavens is the new polarity to inside of M, H and M coming together, 8 and 13 coming together. But 8 and 13 come together for more than one reason. 8 and 13 also come together through Fibonacci. Well, I don't know who these people are. VASF Tech. What does that mean? Okay, so I guess you know where I'm going. So I just flipped over this alphabet, and where A was, where you see A is over here, and you see over here where it ends in E. See here it ends in E. So I took that E from the end. I went A, B, C, D. Okay, and then you have the whole alphabet, A, B, C, D, and then you see E. So I'm going to go E backwards, E, D, C, E, D, C, and then I'm going to go B, A, Z, then I'm going to go B, A, Z, and then I'm going to go Y, X, W. So I took these three lines and I flipped them over these three rows, taking away standard. So where I once had 36 numbers here, okay, where I once had 36 numbers, I now only have 36 minus 9. I now have 27 numbers left because the other ones have been duplicated. So the letters, there are going to be letters missing, letters added, letters missing, duplicated letters. Inside of here, it's going to be 3, 9, 7, 5, 2, oh boy, 35. This is 35. This is going to be 8. This one's going to be 25 and 8. This one's going to be 6. 31. This is going to be 4. 23, 29. This is going to be 2. So what is it going to be? 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 6, 9, 15, 18, 11, 13, 5, 13, 15, 6, 7, 8, 13, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 21, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 6, 10, 12. Okay. Okay, to understand what this all means, 6, 4, 9, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3. This is created from a 4. So imagine this 9 and 4, 13 and 6, 19. Number 19 is created from a number 4. So it'd be 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3. In polarity to the ABC section and HIJ, the polarity is 4, 5, and 6. It's always the federation. Always that federation cribbage, 120. Always that singularity. I wanted to do a couple of more things in where this year for me, starting today until December 21st, is some kind of portal day. It is the year they have been talking about. We have gone from the year 2012, okay, of the 21st day until December 21st, or I like to start at December 12th, okay, where L begins, right? That's where it all begins, from the female L, from the one wing. So we start our second 12 over here. Everything starts on the second 12. Don't count the gateway. Don't count T and don't count G. Count 1 through 6 and 6 through 1, and then 1 through 6 and then 6 through 1. And in between, there's 4 empty spaces. And those 4 empty spaces are 2, 3, 4, and 5. The 5 is the shared space to what is 6, 7, and 8. But this is our vibration over here. So let's look it over. December 21st is the 11th day of the year, going backwards. December 12th is the 20th day of the year, if I get that right. 12, 13, 14. There's 19 days left plus the day you stand on. Remember how to count. There's 19 days to go plus the day you stand on, the number you start from. So that's 11, 20, 2, 2. If we went the other way around the scale to December 12th, it would be the 346th day of the year. 24, 72. 72, and 13, 85. That same number I had before, which I'm going to reduce. Yes, it becomes number 13 again. Becomes number 13. And then this one, 5 and 5 and 3 becomes number 13. 10, 13, 55 is the pass. Chaos and the freedom pass in creation. But since we have 346, we need to have a polarity. So the polarity to this will be 431, and the polarity to this will be 422. I'm just trying to think. I'm not sure what they say other than the cat is in Venus. This is going to be the spirit. 12 and 7 plus the 1. This is going to be the spirit alone. 4 times 3, 4 plus 3 equals to 19. When I add on the 1, because it makes no difference in the multiplication, this will head on to 20. 4 times 3, 4 plus 3, 7 and 12 equals to 19. Then we're going to add on that 1. What is that 1? What is that 1 birth? That 1 is not alone. That 1 is coming with either 3, 6, or 9. That 1 might be coming with 2, 5, and 8, or that 1 might be coming with 1, 4, and 7. When it comes with the 1, it inverts to the 2. When it comes to the 2, it inverts for the 3. When it comes with the 9, it inverts for the 1. So in this house over here, it is in the 1 house. So you will invert that to the 9 birth, leaving this number at 19, and 9 equals to 28, birth in the cycle of spirit. All 9s create 69, and that is in rotation of Mars. So from 28, you will go to 88. It'll be 69 and 19 equal to 88. And that will equal to 64 and 16 equals to 80. And that is in rotation of the spirit of the gateway, of the divided gateway. All zeros equal 6, you have 86. So it's the EI world that creates this. The EI world is that there's from A to E with 2, 3, 4 vibration inside of Mars. And then there's E to I, which is F, G, and H. 21, the cube. The cube, the cube, the cube, the cube. 21, the cube. Which piece did I want to show you? God, I wish. Oh, here. In Rotas Sator, 9 and 6 is 15, 16, 17, 18, and 1 is 19. 6 and 7 is 13 and 5, 18 and 9, 18, 27 and 1, 28. 2, 4, 14 and 5, 19. 6, well, it's the same as this, 28, and this one is 19. This one over here is 10, 20, 25. Let me get this right. 1, 10, 15, 25, 15, right. 1, 9, this is 9, 10, and 5, 15, 24, 25, okay? And I didn't do it this way. I'm not doing it that way yet. Right now, I'm just doing it down. I'm only doing this one that way. But if I did this one, it would say EEA, 66, 1, 6, 1, 6. It would say 12, but it would be this angle of 12. But I don't want to do that. So now I'm going to do opera over here, and that's 28. And this one is 19, 28. And this is 19, 28. And this is 19. And this one is 9 and 7 is 16. And 16 is 32. And 5 is 37. That number 37 is very pertinent to the cube. How we got to 37. We ended up at 31 or at 37. How did we get there? I forget. There's a number that brought me over here. Forget which one it is. So the end result is 19 and 28 is 47. That is your cycle on the moon. 20, and this corner is 38, 48, 58. it is 63. 7 times 7, 7 plus 7 will create that corner. It's also 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. So 7 here and 1 and 1, 7, 1, 1. But in reality, we're going to count the corner as this corner over here. If we were counting numbers, 5, 10, 15, 20, this is a 25, 5, this is 25. So this is 20, 21. In this corner of 21, okay, it'd be, what would it be? Hold on, 21. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. No, sorry, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Mars, right, would be area 51 here and here. So Mars would be SS, according to this. Earth would be 52. So Earth would be, this would be 51. 51, Mars, SS. And now we can have Earth, 52, AA. Earth is AA and Mars is SS, 38 and 2. The gold in the moon, AA will create B and it'll create Earth 11. Are there any other numbers we want to use in here? 5 times 5 is 25. 5 plus 5 is 10, so we don't have that number inside of here. Okay, I'm going to just leave this alone. Wrote that Seder and how it connects to the cycle in the moon. Not only that, it'll connect to 1776 and Einstein and Neptune, because in Neptune, okay, where the word ends and begins the same as number 19 and number 19 inside of Neptune. And then there's TU equals to 41 and 16 is 57. Did I get that right? And that would be the moon that steps right into here and will create this numeric value over here. There is another number inside of here. It'll be 1, 3, 1 inside of Neptune. Inside of Einstein, and by the way, the value is 9 to 5, and so is Einstein 9 to 5. Inside of this, EIN and EIN in Einstein is 5, 9, and 14 equals to 28 and 28. Inside the ST, it is 39, and that's a 7 times 4 equaling to 28. 7 plus 4 equaling to 11. 11 plus 28 equals to 39 in Einstein, and that's 9 to 5. Now, if I valued out 1776, 888, 592, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. Let me see. 1776 divided by 9 equals, no, 1776 divided by 8 equals 222. 1776 divided by 6 equals 296. 444. So when you add these all up, 6, 8, 14, 15, 16, 20, 26, 28, 9, 11, and 4 is 15, and 9 is 24, and 8 is 32, and 7 is 39. 2, 4, 8, and 5 is 13, and 8, 21, and 7, 28. 28, 39, 28, the same thing as Einstein. 1, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1 is that same number. 1776 and reflecting inside the moon, 8 and 4. And the 77 is the Christ of the 1/6 half-life. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to get something to drink, and then I'm going to come back to continue on. There's nobody here, you know, so I'm really not holding up for anybody, but I will write down it's a 3-minute break. I know nobody's here, or at least doesn't show anybody, so I'm going to write 11:30 start. 4 minutes. Okay. Okay. Okay, give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Give me a minute. You know, my little cookie. My last one. Okay, now, what I'm going to get on to next before I forget, the beginning of Fibonacci is AA, right? There's something in between that AA connecting it together. We know that AA has a bridge. We know there's a planted socket into the ground. Where do I get this idea? I get this idea from when we're counting in gematria, sorry, over here, right? And we count down 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next one is a shift over. See, my question in gematria is 6 all the way down to 1. And then when M and N come in, it's 1 and 1. So my question is, will we use the same area for 1 and 1, or will I use a complete new area for the 1? Because they are two different letters. So I don't want to put them on top of each other, but I can. And if I do, instead of going 13 and 14 equals to 27, I'm going to do it right in the same box, and I'm going to go 4 and 5 inside that singular box. Or connect these two boxes together and call them 45, and it's the fox pass. That's my big question. So yes, the beginning of Fibonacci noted that the first 3 red is E. That totals 9. The next red one is at 21, and that is 3. It is 3, 5, 3 in red, and the polarity is in 21, the U. The B is a black letter. I'm not going to count it first. The H is a black letter. I will not count it. The M is a black letter. After U, when I add up the 2, I get the 34. Now, do I count it as 12 as the letter L or 07 as G? The gateway of L. Santa Claus. Who sent what? The entity? So in DC, that will give me G. So my next one will be G, and G, the gateway, is my polarity to BH and M, 2, 8, and 4. This being Pluto. This being Pluto DC. 13th letter and 8th letter. But it's 8 as 68 and 13. Equaling to 81 Venus. And the numeric value, what will come out of this, is going to be 32. This will be the club. This will be creation of the light. This will be to Venus. This will be 81. And that again will be to Venus. The creations of the heavens birth, HI, that will come out of that. Created from Jupiter. Here is the alphabet shuffle, where I overlay only the last 2 positions over the first 2 positions instead of 3 positions. Here I did 3 positions, reducing the alphabet to 27. Now, if I did it on 4 positions, I'll remove 12 from the alphabet, and I'll remove the alphabet all the way down to 24 letters, by removing 4 rows or doubling up 4 rows. And here I'll have 8, 6, the gateway, the cycle, the cycle to the angels of Saturn, 313s, the Fort 10. This is another part of the gateway, 4 and 1. When I say 4 and 1, you can also look at it as 4 and 10. They are the polarity of 4 and 1. Oh, sorry, 6 and 4 equals to 10. What I'm trying to say, the polarity is 3 and 1, but 10 is equal to 1. And 3 and 1 is equal to 4. That's what I'm trying to explain. That 6 and 4 equals to 10. The reverted is 1 and 3, but it's 4 and 1 that is 3 and 1. 4 and 1 is 3 and 1. Whereas 4, the polarity is 3, whereas 6, but the two of them together will create 1. The two of them together will create 4. So where the 4 and 1, it pays 2 to 1 in the game. So do you follow what's going on over here? How can I explain it better than that? This is also noted as CB codes, rabbit ears, communication. This is also going to connect to energy and Jesus, because all zeros equal to 6. This will now be number 16. So if it is number 16, okay, you can look at it and position this J letter into number 76 and into 96. So we know it's going to be rotation at the gateway. Why do I say this? Because in French, they say the number 16, and they say the number 16 in French as 60 and 16. So they include the 60 in the gateway. What do we have here? There's many ways to do it. If I go backwards in the month and start it in the first position, I have ABC is 31, 30, 29. The polarity starts at the cycle over here, 28 days of the moon. If I start at, and if I'm going down to 2012 in a month of 31 days, 3, 6, 9, 12. This would be 3, 6, 9. This would be the 11th day in a 31 day. That is the day of creation. So this is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 9. This is the 20th day. The 11th day and the 20th day. It's so perfect. 11 and 20, 33 of Christ. What's coming in? The gold, 96 rotation, right over here. If it was a 30-day month, you see over here it's in creation. It's 28 days plus 3. Here it's 28 days plus 2. But remember, okay, remember, this is creation of the, this is polarity of each other. There are 4 months of these. There are 7 months of these. This is Jesus, time on the cross. The birth comes in now in Venus, where the cycle comes on Earth, to where the reverse alphabet falls inside of Mars. The E world is falling on headquarters. Earth now falls in Saturn, where the 9 lives of the cat, okay, let me see, falls at the gateway. The divided gateway falls at number 7. The creation of what would be the sun, or Yo-11, the 11, the convert from 10 plus 1, creation plus 1, A, B, C, D, where A now disappears and all you're left with is 10. You start over again. D becomes A. And then you work yourself all the way down to where 12. You see where 3, 6, and 9 is in the center here? 3, 6, and 9. There are 7 months where 3, 6, and 9 is in the heart. There are 4 months where 3, 6, and 9 start from the 1, 4, 7 position, Mars position. In the one-time leap year, okay, in the one-time leap year, let me see if I did this right. In the one-time leap year, the birth ends up in alpha, the cycle ends up in beta, and the reverse alphabet, okay, ends up back in 3, 6, 9, and the gateway ends up on Earth. 53 electric company. These are paired to, this is paired together. 53. This will be paired together. 47. So Jesus of time gets paired together. How do these get paired together? One in the first and the 6th position. And here is the 4th and the 9th position. This is where we create 13 and 7. The Mayan calendar runs this cycle, but it runs this cycle. It must run it in this fashion. But when you're running 7, you're running it with 6 and 1. it has been exchanged for a 3-1-3 cycle or a 2-1-2 cycle. I'm going to get with that very soon. And this is where the moon and Christ comes in, the Freedom Pass. So now we're going to run the 3 years of February that runs perfect, where the cycle runs in alpha. Like, my big question is, where does A actually belong? So Z is now the 9 lives of the cat split gateway is now inside Jupiter, is the divided gates. Inside the heaven is now the cube. The 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Let's see if I got this right. No. 5, no. 6, 7, 8, 9, yes, okay. 6 and 15. So in the letter O and the letter X and the letter, sorry, let me do that again. So in the letter F, in the letter O, in the letter X, in the Fox Pass, where in Jupiter is the cat. Mars, okay, is playing a role 3, 6, 9, 12. In the 14th position, Mars is playing a role inside the sun. To where the 14th and the 15th position over here are the 14th and 15th position over here, 5 and 6. 5 and 6 will recreate the numeric value of the polarity of 10, which is an ABCD. Listen to why. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 10. The 10 inverted is the polarity to 4. This is 4. The total of 10 equals to 1. That's your 4 and 1, and it's valued with 3 and 1. 4 and 1, 3 and 1 come together. That is your 27. So your birth in your heavens, this is number 21. In your cube is now in your heavens. Number 20 is now your birth, which is in rotation. Number 19 is now the gateway, which is in your spirit. Number 18 is now creation, which was once the letter R, is now the letter king, king roi. In the E position is now the Q letter. Did I get that right? No, sorry. Where am I going with this? Where'd I get that? It is 7G. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 5 is over here. So now the 22nd placement is now a gateway for ape. The 23rd letter is now number 6, which is the inverted light. And the 24th position is now the E world and another gateway. See 24E, E24. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we count it all the way down to 5. And the E is now in the 24th position. So it seems like this is a pretty good equal invert. And here we have 21, here we have 21, and here we have 21. If I would create this over here, the answer to this over here would be what? 11.5115. Is that right? 115 plus 1.5 minus 1.5 minus 1.5. This would be 10.5. And this would be 9.5. If I crisscross them, it'd be 21.5. Is that what the answer is? Here it's 27, 36, 27, 10, 20, and this would be 315. Did I get that right? 31.5. That is the orange ball in pool, breaking this up. 63 is the 7th gate, 7 by 7 by 7. The 12 and 9 come together. 3 times 3 and 3 times 4. So right away, 9 and 3. The angels come over here in 23. If you notice, this is going to be 21, 23. This will be 3. This will be 9. This crisscross will be 22, 22. This crisscross will be 20, 20. And this one over here, it's going to be the 911. This is going to be coming inside the moon. 2 times 8, 2 plus 8. Sorry, 2 times 6, 2 plus 6. This is 3/4. 8 and 12 is the same thing as 3/4, talking about the moon. 9/11, this is the birth in rotation of 11. This will create 6. This will create 2. 8 and 3. 11, 20. I'm just thinking 2020. 2020 vision to 22 to 44. 22 and 22. 44. 2020. 22 and 44. 2, 2 and 4, 4. So this side goes half to create this side. 11 and 9, 20, which is half of, hold on, this is 22. Half of that is 11. This is 20. Half is 10. Okay. Just for my own thinking. The other thing I wanted to speak about, indigenous people or indigenous numbers. 10 meaning deca. Octo meaning 8. December is the 12th month. But noted as it used to be something to do with the 7th month of, it is the 7th month of 31 days. The Hebrew New Year also starts in the 7th month. Something to do with Romulus and 750, which actually the half-light to the moon. If I say moon and I want to figure out something between male and female, between these two numbers, I go to the bar and the bat. Can I have the rabat? Meaning male and female in their mitzvah. Mitzvah. Life in the heavens angel. 22 for life as ape. Maybe we should just now start talking about who we are and life as vape. The woman and the man in the rabat or the rabbit. The AT system and the IT system. The A is inside the I, but everything plays through the H because we know the alphabet goes from 1 to H8 and there is no 9. The 9 is all inside of 1. Or it is B2 and it is G7. And B and G are in the same house. As A and H are in the same house, as B and G are in the same house. No need for C because C becomes standard. Here's our 36, 63, 3 with 6 void and 3 void. But in the 3 void of the association with the two numbers over here, I'll only end up with 2 void. So 6 over 3 equals 8. Where 5 over 4 equals 5 and 4, 6 and 3. Did I get that right? Sorry. 6 and 3 equals to 7. 5 and 4 equals to 5. So this is the female and this is the male. And I'm going to explain to you again why. Here's the 5 and 4. When I put this one inside of this one, and I'm going to associate dots, I'm only going to get these dots here, although I had these dots here. Now, when I'm going to do the 6, and I'm going to add the 3, I'm only going to take up 2 more positions, creating 7 and 5. Now, when I create that in the 5 and 4, I now create 3 plus 2. Now I create 3 plus 2. 5 equals 3. Now what I'm going to do is the next one is 6 and 3 equals to 9 equals to 7 is going to be 1 and 4. But inside this one, the 1 and 4 will be exactly like that. So this will be 4 and 1. So this will be a 5 and 8. The invert of this one, which is 6 and 3 becomes 4 and 1. The invert of this one over here, which is 3 and 5, 3 and 5, 3 and 5 over here will remain 3. This one will continue to 5, so there will be 3, 5. This over here, the 3 plus 5. Hold on a second. Let me see that again. I think I did something wrong. Where am I? Where am I? Yes, okay. The 5 and 3, let me see if I got that right. When I inverted, creates 4 and 2. No, that's not what I was doing. The 5 and 4, correct. This is the 5, 4 invert. This is the 5, 4 invert to the 3 and 2. See, so the 3 and 2 would be this, like that. But if I crisscross them, right, I'll end up with this. So I end up with a different story. Here, by keeping them the same way, I end up with the same thing, but by turning it, okay? One goes accent aigu, and the other one is grave. Aigu et grave, telling different stories by what's happening. And it's here, it didn't matter which way it is, I'm still going to have 4 and 1, 5. So that's that story. The next story are the 7 months. There are 7 months, and just keep reminding yourself that the first month, the third month, and the 5th months are 31 days and 31 days and 31 days. And then the 7th month is 31 days. And then the 8th month is 31 days. Now, October is the 10th month, beginning at 1 again. And then December is 1 and 3. So the only one off the odd numbers in here. And just to note, if you take a look at the deck of cards, I don't have a deck of cards on me right now. Okay, but if you get yourself a deck of cards, look at the 7 and the 8. They show moons. Here they show the heart of the ace. The 9 shows a 9 inside of it, but it's not showing now, because what we're going to do is 8 and 1 will come together to show that 9. 8 and 1 must come together to show that 9. There is no 7 and 2 to show the 9. There is no other 9. There's 5, 3, and 1 coming together to show that 9. There's also this 1 and 2 over here. The 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 will create this over here and create the 19 that you need for the spirit. So your July and December you need for your spirit. Do you play 8, 9, 10, 11 inside of this? 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 38, the golden moon. So anyways, these are the months. So let's go 12, 22, 30, 37, and 9, 46. Take away 18, 28, 28, the cycle that runs the moon. This is in the 2nd level. Let's say it goes around again. October, because it's the 10th month, let's regard this as the 7th month. 1 plus 7 equals to 6. I was trying to rebuild this connecting dots. These are all 6 and 13s. All these are going to be 6 and 13s. What is the 2nd level over here? 22 and 22, 23, 24, 25, and 27. And 27. And then over here, it's going to be 31 and 36. It's going to be 4 and 9, 4 and 9, 1 and 6, 4 and 9, 4 and 9, 1 and 6. If I take away this one over here and this one over here, the first and the last, and then the second one and this one, and we run only with these two over here, 4 and 8 and 1 and 6. And there's a reason this is going to show up in between. I'm just trying to figure out what that reason is. I don't remember. Tired. There's other things to get done. I did not do the 1. Oh yes, the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. I'm going to get to that in the next video. Okay, Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video. VASF Tech. I don't know what that means. VASF Tech.